Maybe in the midst of his second bye week of this season. Oh, for this man right here, Brandon Chatman, not much rest throughout your football journey. Just what has this been like for you? You had no D1 offers. All of a sudden, Navy gives you a chance in high school, and you've made the absolute most of it.
Honestly, it just means the world to me. Like I had a couple D2, D3 offers in high school, and I just had the opportunity to go to Calvary Christian and showcase my abilities. And Navy reached out to me, and they gave me a chance. And ever since, Coach Newberry, Coach Cole, Coach Cronick, they gave me an opportunity to showcase that here. So it's meant the world to me.
Who in your life really propelled you on this journey, especially growing up?
Honestly, just like my household in general. But like a lot of the time, it was kind of me and my mom for the most part, and I feel like she played a big role in that. Things weren't always the best, and I would say that she always worked hard and tried to instill that into me, and then she always went out her way to make sure I was at everything, and then my dad and my stepmom, using the resources that they have to help me as I got into high school and kind of just navigate that.
Chad, for most folks who don't get to see, every single game day we see you go out to mom afterwards and give her a big hug. What are those moments like, especially as time's dwindling down for you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that means the most. Like, this year specifically, she made it her goal to make it to every home game, or no, every game in general. And so just seeing her at all those games, just thinking about the hard work that she put in to be able to come to all that, it really does make it special.
Despite the grind that you went through to get here, a lot of guys say Brandon Chatman, funniest guy on the team, hands down, always find a way to make people laugh. Why is that such a key part of your personality?
I mean, I just feel like I want to be the light in the room. I want to make everybody else day positive because, life happens to you, but, you just got to make the most out of it. Whatever you're going through, things could get tough, things could get rough, so it doesn't hurt to just smile.
Brandon, Eli Heidenreich called you a honey badger earlier this season with the way you go about your business. When you get a compliment like that, first of all, do you think that's a compliment? And second, what do you make of something like that?
I think it's a compliment, but I would just make it more simple. Dog, maybe a small feisty dog, but yeah.
What kind of dog we talking, Chad?
I'm thinking a pit bull, but like not fully grown yet.
Adolescent pit bull?
Yeah, adolescent pit bull.
I love it. How about during the bye week? How do you feel? What are you eating?
What am I eating? Honestly, bye week, cheat week. So I ate a couple sweets, maybe honey buns, but for the most part, just trying to feel the body and just kind of recover and just get back ready for next week.
Well, once you guys return to play next week against FAU and the rest of the season, pretty daunting stretch for your program. How are you and the rest of your senior class leading?
Just honestly just trying to work on setting that standard so we can leave the program better than we found it. Because I mean, the seniors did that last year and they left an impression on us, and we're trying to keep that going. And then once we leave, we want the guys under us to keep that going in years past, because it's a new era in Navy football.
That's a check. Given what Navy has given to you and to your family, what would it mean to you to leave a lasting imprint this final year?
I think that's just how you want to live life. You want to, in general, leave things better than you found it. So just kind of, leaving an impression here and hopefully leave a positive impression on the guys that are under me. That would be the best.
Brandon, always a pleasure. Keep it up.
Appreciate you.